Well, howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and today we are going to be soloing Xibalba. That is right, this is the last final dungeon, the last time a dungeon was the final, I guess, area of a world for on the storyline at least. So, whew boy, this is the end of Azteca. And we are going right up there to that big purple ball in the sky. And on that big purple ball are 4 incredibly challenging bosses. But the last one is the most challenging out of them all by far. And that is going to be the biggest challenge that I've had thus far on this walkthrough. So let's go ahead and head on in. So, alright, explore the landscape.
Shaved Jaguar Cub, you continue to evolve. I have no idea how you got up here, but you are too late! The Shadow Queen has chained the oldest ghosts. These Lords of Night know the song of creation, which they will teach her. Now, let me teach you a song of Armageddon.
Teach me a song of Armageddon. That's what Yakate's about. This is the second time I think I'm fighting him. So, I've got the deck in order. Basically, just gotta outlast him. I've got about 5k health. Though it might be a good idea to pack a heal or two. Matter of fact, if it starts to become like a problem, especially later on, I might go turn in like a bunch of these Z quests that I've just had sitting around. Like I can get this one and this one easy, and then this one as well. Same with that. So if I need extra training points, I can go get Satyr, and that's gonna be big. But yeah, this quest gives 272,000 XP, which will easily put me over level 90. So that should be interesting. Let's go ahead and get started.
Cursed wizard! I didn't want to miss a thing!
Magician, we have been bound to this obsidian fire mirror. Free us of our chains. Let us return to our everlasting rest.
What just happened? How could anyone have followed us here?
You have our august gratitude. You wish to confront the Shadow Queen at the center of her web? To reach her, you will need to defeat her potent barriers. Perhaps a shard of the obsidian fire mirror you smashed might...
Well, looks like they got taken. Tough.
You look through the obsidian fragments and find a razor-edged shard imbued with the mirror's power.
Who's next? Skirkus.
The obsidian fire shard slices across the frost web like the proverbial hot knife through butter.
Wizard, you face the ultimate Scream Queen! I'm going to throw down with you and make it look good!
Magician, release us from our chains.
Does that ring better? Okay, 1 damage. Well, Incoming healing might be useful. I'll have to see.
A second obsidian mirror smashed? Someone is introducing dissonance to my song.
We are grateful, Magician. The Shadow Queen promised an eternity of discord and pain, caged in her tortuous choir. Those of us she captured are the oldest creatures of the spiral. We heard the first notes of the song, and... wait, no!
Yeah, now they're taken too. That's tough.
In the ruins of this obsidian mirror, you unearth another razor-edged shard, this time crackling with the power of storm. The obsidian storm shard blows out the flame web, scattering the embers into the cold sky above the comet.
Rochambeau accurate lore. Let's go.
Magician, I will weep for your memory. It is time for this day to die. A new one to be born out of blood and shadow.
Am I gonna have to blade a bunch for this one?
Cry for me, Azteca!
Save us! Time is slipping away.
Well, how about it? That means that there is officially one fight left in this dungeon. So, interesting.
The young wizard is coming. You'll have to deal with it.
It will be my pleasure. What has happened? Are the others free? Is the Shadow Queen still loose and hungry?
The time is almost upon us. Xibalba comes to devour the world. Great spirits, save us!
There is no escape! Too late!
No!
The rubble of this obsidian mirror contains a brutally cold, razor-edged ice shard.
So I just got this amulet dropped, but since I don't think I'm going to be using feints in this battle, I'm going to equip it. Just so that way I can get a little bit of extra health. There's better amulets for this, but it's what I have. So I'm down. Alright.
The obsidian ice shard freezes the thunder web into a fragile snowflake. It shatters into 1,000 pieces, opening up before you.
For those of y'all who know who heyitsmax is, this is where his Die Delete series ended, so...
Greetings, young wizard. Have you come to congratulate me? What? You think you stopped my ritual? You little fool! The spell was complete before you set foot on Xibalba. Azteca's time is done. The comet will strike! I mastered the magic of Celestia to manipulate the comet to my own ends. The mirror broke, the horn called, and now the sky falls. There's no way to stop it, or destroy it, or change its course. I made sure of that by having my forces delay you down below.
And you had a lot of forces.
It's time for me to return home to the Shadow Web to construct my celestial choir. It will be beautiful and magnificent. I almost want to spare you, to let you live and see what is coming. However, there is someone who wishes to meet you.
Young wizard, I had nearly forgotten how much I despise you. Now that I lay eyes upon you again, my fury is a black hole of rage, swallowing the light of 1,000 dying suns.
Goodbye, young wizard. Don't worry. I'll lie to Merrill Ambrose and tell him you died well.
So the main thing with this, you're gonna look at this and be like, oh my god, it's a triple boss with one of those really tanky, for some reason, Grim Kalankas. But the idea here is, if I can kill all the minions, Malistaire himself will die. So that is undoubtedly the goal. So here's what I think we need to do. I'll throw in a couple mass prisms. But it's really gonna be like, literally I'm gonna throw in one of those, pack 4 pixies and a regenerate, and just try and tank as best as I can, because this is the hardest fight that I've gone up against so far. And yeah, maybe I'll throw in a sleet. But yeah, the general idea is that, yeah, you just have to kill the minions. And that's going to be the hardest part, because one of them, Jai played one back in the back, is Storm, so he won't be too hard, but it's Uala Night Drinker, and of course the Grim Kalaka, that seems to have a lot more than 40 resist. It's like those are the two that are going to give the most problems. So this is just what I've got to hope and pray I can, like, work with. I'll probably pack a couple steel wards and get rid of the shatters just so I can pull from side easier. But yeah, I mean, this is mostly going to be just like a sacrificing, but like staying alive type game. So, I mean, sacrifice is actually a card that I wish I had more of, so I could use that instead of empower. That would be better here, but yeah, most ideally I could just bag them all in one swoop, but we'll see. I do have a little extra health from that amulet, so we can work with that. But yeah, it's kind of just all about getting the minions down and then having Malistaire just commit die at the very end. So, oh boy, this is not going to be fun.
I journeyed into darkness and returned more powerful than ever. I will take you apart and reassemble you as a wretched thing, to be pitied and feared by every living being in the spiral.
Malistaire teleports to the center of the dual circle, ready to unleash his full power against you. The land lurches and heaves beneath your feet. The hunk of rock Malistaire stands upon breaks away, hurtling into the darkness of the spiral.
Dude, like, in the trenches does not even begin to describe that. I never want to do that again. And yet, Tartarus is the next thing up. So, I mean, I think I'll at least be able to do fine in Tartarus, but with this, it was just like the combination of the schools that made it harder. So that wraps up Azteca at long last. So let's go ahead. Yeah, sky's on fire. Hate to see it. But yep, let's go ahead and walk all the way back to Bakal Red Mask. That was excruciating, but I didn't expect it to be anything any more tolerable. So, yeah, Xibalba, man, it lived up to my expectations in the worst possible way. Just going to run through and just loot the general vicinity of all of the areas that I run through, just so that way I can stick it to everybody here. But yeah, we're level 90 now as a result of that, so that's pretty neat. I can, after I do Tartarus, I might go for the ring End of Fame. The Blade of the Felled Titan, and then the Alpha and Omega ring. That's probably something I might farm off stream or off camera, that type of deal. But yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to be done with Azteca. We're moving on to my second favorite world in the game, that being Khrysalis. And just to mention about the henchmen, like, with those, I had the crowns for it, and this is on a budget, meaning it's like, I can do what anyone can do, like, just with a membership. So that's what I did, and that's why I got the henchmen, because I had the crowns for it, you know, watched a bunch of ads. It felt fine to me, so that's what we did. So that's what's up. Yeah. Running back through everything. Azteca is finally over. Could not be happier. But yeah, bro, I mean, 7 episodes to finish Azteca, and none of the streams are particularly short, so honest about that. Just like a boss every couple quests. There are more bosses in Azteca than there are in Khrysalis. I think I mentioned this on stream. But yeah, I genuinely don't know how long I would expect Khrysalis to take. I think I probably stream more, like more often, but probably not for as long. Just because I feel like I've burned myself out quite a bit from doing Azteca for as long as I have. It's like the second longest episode in the entire series so far. Out of all 3 seasons was episode 6, which was a 4-hour stream. So, kinda don't want to break the record set in Dragonspire. Just gonna do that to the best of my ability. That is a wooden chest. It is kind of sad to see this happen to Azteca, though. That's for sure. But what can you do?
I have no words. You come to us now at the end. Our days become hours. Our hours, minutes. Every minute is one lost lifetime. The sky is fire, but I can see the moon clearly now. In my mind's eye. Full and bright. Protective as our mother. Some few of us will survive, perhaps. But our world will be gone to fuel the dark heart of the Shadow Queen. Return to Wizard City and tell your people what transpired here. Help us live on in memory and keep our story pure. Use our tale to inspire an army of light to challenge the Shadow.
You got it. And I will go ahead and throw on that Lady of the Falling Sky badge. So that's that. That is about 200 quests done. Gonna talk to Cyrus, and then that will be where this episode finally comes to an end. But yeah, dude, if I had a resist pet, might not have needed to buy the henchman. But like I said on stream a bunch of times at this point, can't even get off the ground.
Spiral! I cannot believe these things to be true. To Headmaster Ambrose at once!
But after I finished here, I can start on Tartarus. Pretty neat.
Hello, Wizard. Were you successful in overcoming the shadow over Azteca? Oh my, your tale numbs my heart. Morganthe has grown more powerful than I could have imagined. But do not lose heart, my child. Even death is not the end. The good people of Azteca have fallen beneath the fire and shadow, yes, but all is not lost. No, all is not lost at all. We will remember their sacrifice. We will tell their stories in the dark of the night, for warmth and for courage. And soon enough, dawn will break. As the sun rises on a new day, the shadow must recede. Young wizard, go and prepare yourself, while I rally the forces of light.
And that concludes Azteca.
Young wizard, please see me at once. It is time for us to marshal our forces against Morganthe.
That will be for episode 9, but for episode 8, let's look at this.
A rarefied invitation awaits you, young wizard. Come to me at once.
Well, I will explore that in the next episode. So for now, thank y'all for watching. I've been Ice Gold. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave 50 comments for the algorithm. My Discord is down in the description if you want to chat with me some more. And I will see y'all later.